Or stream. Hello, everyone. It, it has been quite a minute.
You. I've been helping taking over.
I forgot that because I opened a Twitch on my actual computer, so I'm hearing myself. I'm like, oh no.
So
Yeah,
twice.
I started that muted.
Yeah, that's why I just muted it. All right.
It's how my stream's open. It's just straight muted.
So, hello, everyone. We're back finally after all this time.
Yeah.
It's been a long, hectic month of August. But hey, time for us to play some games. So, last we left off, the party still in the Starosa's humble abode. Decided to go wandering around through the morning time. Caspielk, having noticed the weird robotic our ever so loving Crunch, decided to go follow. Realizing it's Crunch and throwing the apple at the back of his head, soon found out that it was actually Crunch and not Oobleck, the mysterious ethereal entity that possesses Crunch. Soon after, you guys continued down the stairs and found this very intricate escape room-esque door, where eventually the rest followed down suit, and you guys found yourselves unlocking the door after her sweet talked it like the bard he secretly is.
Not yet. Level
And-
15.
And after a while, released a vampire that soon gave chase and then flew off. And with that, the party started to split up into two groups. The first group being Crunch and Caspielk. The second group being Harmonious and Hearth. We are going to start with Hearth and Harmonious. It's still the hours of the morning as you guys are finding yourselves heading out of the Starosis Manor and trying to find your way to the Penta Market, where lunch with Mama Harmonious, not lunch, breakfast, is said to be had.
Hearth is kind of we're stepping out, like through the gates into the public. Kind of like hops ahead of Harmonious to turn, like keep walking, but ahead of him so they can talk face to face with. Well, I have to say, when I tagged into this, I didn't understand just how active you fellas are. Things seem to be strange around you folk.
Oh no, we broke Harmonious.
We broke Harmonious. I've done it again.
I was dreaming about something breaking.
Josh, I think you're muted.
That or his Wi-Fi finally gave out.
Or he just doesn't want to talk to you. You ever think that?
You know, it's an option. You know, Hearth the character's kind of so-so, yeah.
He's just giving you the silent treatment right now. He's like, "How dare you call my life busy?"
I feel assaulted.
Do you know what I just went through?
I'm accused. Heinous acts.
I have to reset this because I don't see anybody. Reconnect. No, I really don't see anyone. Now I do.
Technical progress.
Man, yeah, it's definitely one of our streams because things are going wrong right away.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum,
So-
bum.
Cutting.
Perth was gonna
Hello.
talk to Harmonious, but then he went deaf.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
We can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I had to go run. Dinner just showed up.
Did
So-
Sam show up at the door?
So Backstreet is back.
For those
Okay.
of you that don't know, Harmonious actually hunts his dinner, so it was a wild elk that he had to just take down.
He's just been sprinting
Actually-
on Discord.
Actually, I just took down a bull. I'm in California.
Well, there you
We have
go.
elk.
All right, so Marius, you are and Hearth are currently walking out towards the Penta Market, and Hearth asked you a question. Hearth, if you could kindly reiterate that question.
Myself, my life functions on repeat. He kind of like juts ahead of Harmonious, not to be like far from him, but enough to turn around and like face him while they walk. Just, now you fellas are real interesting. Things are very strange around you folk, isn't it? A busy life.
You can certainly say that. It comes with the territory of being broken in with agents of chaos. Eventually, it starts to rub off onto you.
I'm used to that. Used to weird. So there's like a question of mine. How did you come across a Warforged out there?
The way I know the story is he was found in a cave and was owned by my former boss. And I just do work for my former. I just did work for the former boss. You know, he would look around just to see if there were any prying ears. You know, it's pretty easy to find those kind of things when you're a part of the black.
There's
Oh.
Jeremiah.
Do I need to repeat what I said?
Me and Jeremiah have already stolen so much shit.
There's Jeremiah just like sitting behind you guys. Like each time you guys look away, he's just a little farther.
He's the drama queen. The gossip girl.
He's basically the SCP in disguise. You guys look way too long.
Is he the dancing queen as well?
Oh no, it's SCP-173.
Jeremiah
As
is
a
in fact
frog.
the dancing queen.
Oh no, it's just SCP-173 after it was thrown in the pit for SCP-5001.
Walking through a purple forest with fog all around you. That mute.
Anyways. But no, Nick, do I need to repeat what I said?
No, I heard you were looking around for people. Hearth
Well,
is gonna.
Then I said it's easy to get those kind of things when you're the head of the black market.
Oh no, Hearth heard that. I'm just trying to figure out how he's gonna blatantly ignore it because that's information
Oh.
he's noting but not addressing. Like
Okay.
he's storing this for later. This is gonna be a more of a conversation later. Busy things. Shin, have you ever been to Zadash before?
Like history check.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
As soon as I can refine. That's an ace mark.
A
It's a
7.
tiefling. I never said a number.
Oh.
Trying to find the character sheet. I closed my book on accident.
Hearth asking the real questions. Now, did you break Harmonious? He's back.
Breaking Harmonious.
We're back but rusty.
on the attack.
12.
12. Yeah, you've been to Harmonious a few times, within, like I said, the last 4 or 5-ish years, quite often, because you would come and go to take personal job requests from your boss and such.
I hope I'd be to Harmonious. I am Harmonious.
So many.
Fuck you.
Got him.
Sorry, I couldn't help.
Streets back.
Did he say that really?
Love you, Sean.
That
I've been
TPK's a coming.
This is a great
Oh,
start.
it could be
I
really
love
easy.
it.
Yep. Oh, Harmonious. Oh, God. Yes, I've been here a few times over the past few years.
That's fantastic. Because I'm gonna need you to get comfy with some people. Alright? I need to get some things from the Trispire. And I need a way inside. Isn't that great?
It's the Trispire.
The Trispire is, if I can go to the right page, is so you're in the Interstead Sprawl. So the Trispire is a bit north, and it's only accessible by certain people.
Okay.
Namely those who are part of the Solstice Academy. Fuck, what's the other one?
Bingo.
The Cobalt Soul, and other like high-ranking military officials.
Alright, so we just need to find their face. Use disguise self. Get in, get out. Bob's your uncle.
What do you think?
Well, give a.
But first, you have your date
Sorry,
with
I'm
your
out of
mother. Wouldn't want to rob you of that.
I'll give us some time. It'll take a little bit of preparation, making some connections, stealing some faces, and then we might be able to do we might be able to do just that.
I mean, I think you're taking this very strategically. I'm just trying to buy you. They have a bookstore. I was looking to purchase books. I'm not robbing government officials. They just have a store in the Trispire that I can't get.
Which is why we just need to make our own pass. Again, make the connections, find the faces. Maybe a little bit of blackmail in there.
Oh, I'll let you do that. I don't
Just
have
know after
any.
I do this for you.
I don't have any illusion spells.
Just know after I do this for you, you'll owe me.
Of course. Consider yourself my friend. Friends do things for each other.
Yes, I suppose they do.
I'm glad we've come to this agreement. Where to? I've got an indefinite amount of time and no resources to provide.
Well, simply put, all we got to do is get to the meeting place. Mr. Hearth. I just threw out my papers.
Of course. Let's get on that. Jeremiah? as they got out of sight of the gate, he's just gonna reach in and get one of the books he took from
Which one? The Forbidden Lullaby, Raven's Etiquette, or the mystery one?
I think I want to Raven's Etiquette because I'm pretty sure the Raven Queen isn't. Is the Raven Queen allowed in Wildmount?
Yes, she is.
Okay, I'm gonna take out that.
She's one of the
Is that
accepted ideologies of the Dwendalian Empire.
I think he takes out that just because, based on titles, something that wouldn't be allowed would not be named like the Raven, like symbolizing that kind of thing. So takes that one out and is just gonna read as they walk.
All right. Can you roll me a intelligence check, please?
Yes, this is the thing Hearth does. That'll be 19.
Yeah, I love having a high intelligence character finally.
I get to learn the world lore. It's great.
So would you say Hearth is like a fast reader, or does he take his time?
Hearth doesn't have like he can read fully. Like he's intelligent. He hasn't had the most experience with books besides his own, like his own work.
I realized what I forgot. I'm like, it's a little quiet today.
So yeah, he's fully like going through this thing, like looking for shit that entertains him. Disrespectfully.
There we go. Fix that.
This isn't Backstreet.
I'm just like, wait, I'm missing something. I'm missing the music. Whoops.
I ordered 2 cupfuls of InSync. It's not.
Why, bro, are you in such a big time rush?
Oh, what do you mean? I found I ordered the piano steak. Dry rub.
I'm only human after all. Alright, so
Stop having a panic at the disco.
As long as you don't allow that panic to become stained.
Alright, enough puns.
I could really use 3 days of grace.
Oh,
You
God
can
damn
find it in a puddle of mud.
I love puns, but even I know when enough's enough.
But only if you're down with the sickness.
Stop!
Alright, I'm about to
If
get
you're
my
down with the
attention.
sickness, you're gonna be a zombie.
No, that'll be something you have to rise against.
My pride's about to be avenged sevenfold.
You'll have to tell it to your grandson.
I'm pretty
Guys, this is gonna make me rage against the machine.
Better than being the ghost of the machine.
I mean, guys, this is gonna be some real Fallout voice.
Not a damn fun, but yeah, here it is, David. I'm done.
Baby, we're going down swinging.
You know, we just counted up. The puns are now 30 seconds of summer.
Damn it!
Fucking.
I can't tell if Sean's trying not to laugh or trying not to cry.
Both.
I was gonna say, is it a little bit of both?
Okay,
He just thinks we're all smooth criminals.
I'm done. Okay, everyone. Nice stream.
You know,
Hey, Sean, you need to stop caging the elephant in the room.
Okay, Sean, bye.
Come on, Harmonious is already 5 seconds to Mars.
And he's taking back Tuesday.
Okay.
please.
Let's take back Sunday. It's just literally Tuesday.
Baby, baby, baby.
Oh.
I feel like
Don't say
Jolly
it's-
Cash.
Don't say it's not Tuesday. I hate Monday.
This stream is going off the rails on this crazy train, okay?
On the highway to hell, you might say.
From the stairway to heaven.
Trying not to drift away.
Baby does got back.
Fucking damn it.
Meanwhile,
Hello.
hi.
All right.
Guys, the pun's going bye.
Find me a river.
One more time.
So how about that lore?
Yeah, let me get that lore.
That's all you've been reading in the book. That's all the book.
Hearth is thoroughly invested. This is the Ravens etiquette. Come on, guys. It's just a Twitter feed.
That Twitter feed in a book.
I hate comments that I scribbled in.
It's a chain comment of puns.
What have I done to deserve this?
You missed. Don't lie. You missed this.
I don't know, honestly.
No, you missed it.
Josh, is it your turn yet?
It's my turn when you say it's my turn. I don't think it's my turn.
Alright, so we just wasted 30 minutes on puns. I love
It
this.
wasn't even. Okay, it was like 3.
I said 3.
Oh, I heard 30.
Oh god, no.
Dear Lord.
You know what, guys? In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Alright, that's when I draw the fucking line, okay?
I was
Across
taking
this
away
great divide?
inspiration.
Careful, guys. He's gonna break.
Is it across this great divide?
Okay, Miller,
You-
please.
You guys are dancing with the devil now.
Oh god damn it!
The devil went down to Georgia. Okay.
Only in the end.
Only in this castle glass.
One thing I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try.
Stop! I will take inspiration away.
Seriously.
Alright,
please,
alright.
back.
I won't. Alright. So your lore. Now that I gotta remember now. I gotta roll a history check for myself. Okay. So,
Natural 20. I'm gonna make it up.
so Mr. Hearth,
Yeah.
what you read in the first, I'd say, like 1/4 of the book as you're walking to your destination. What you read is you find out a little bit of like what goes on behind the scenes of the idolatry of the Raven Queen. How many paladins, many clerics, and many people of other professions take to doing the call and the bidding of the Raven Queen, trying to find that next to be champion, almost. And then you find out a little bit of the scorn the Raven Queen has faced due to mingling with someone with another deity and having caused a climactic downfall in the process. And that's about how much you find out in the first 1/4 of the book.
Hearth's just fully kind of entroped in it. And it's kind of like been walking, following Harmonious. Finally, that moment, like when he looks up after not listening to anything, probably tried to say to him. It's gonna go. And then she cheated on him. Closes it with a bookmark in it. Can't believe a story like that.
The hell you mean? That guy tried to bump. The hell you mean? That guy tried to.
Been too long, eh, Josh?
You know, I'm sorry. I'm
He
used to
tries to
doing
say
the
goodbye
Pokemon.
and he chokes.
I'm sorry. I'm used to a Pokemon tabletop campaign right now because that's what I've been playing.
Yeah.
And I'm playing also another charismatic character. Go figure. I'm just trying to remember my words. Damn. The hell you mean that chick bumped into me, Hearth?
My apologies. I was reading this. Might I say
She
the
literally-
the comparisons between the two are ecstatic.
She literally tried to get into a fist fight with me.
As I said, the correlation between these two stories are ecstatic. Just almost identical.
Yeah, whatever. He says, walking in.
And as you walk into the place, you realize that's called the Umber Harvest. As you guys walk in, you smell the wonderful smells of meats and all kinds of wonderful fresh made foods, especially coffee if you're a coffee person. And if you're not a coffee person, there's hot cocoa.
You mean bitch juice.
Like,
I feel
"Whoa,
so-
hold your tongue."
I feel so called out by that.
Listen, wait, I'm about to throw out something crazy. Hot
Yeah?
chocolate used to make coffee.
I've done that.
It's fucking delicious. Half and
It
half
is.
your cocoa.
Duncan used to have that all the time. It's called a Dunkachino. It's delicious.
I've been drinking
Uh,
coffee so long, Nick. You think I haven't tried that?
Hey, yo, throw back the Dunkachino.
I think I still have it. I could be wrong.
I never had it, but if it's just hot cocoa and coffee, it's
And
Alright, do I see my family?
I was getting there. As you look around, you see two to the corner, like almost kind of like a secluded part of the diner. You see your mother and your half brother.
Hello.
Do you walk up and say hello, or just say hello standing at the door?
No, this is me making sure my connection is good.
Oh,
My computer
Testing,
literally
testing.
just decided. My computer just decided to reconnect on me. I'm sorry for all the technical
all the technical hypocrisy.
Should I just go to bed at this point?
No.
Okay. God has spoken. I walk up to the secluded part, thinking to myself, kind of, mumbling just loud enough for Hearth to hear. It's like, of course, my family, we're going to be in a very secluded area. He says, walking up. He's also going to fix his hair as he's walking up. Excuse me. As he's walking up, because when he ran up the stairs, it most likely got disheveled when he was running from the vampire.
Oh, Hearth will full like here. Let me give you a hand, and give him a hand with his hair.
All right. If you want to go ahead and roll me a basic, Hearth, go ahead and roll me a basic charisma check. See how much you help him.
How much I help?
Do you want me to still make a charisma check? Because I'm still doing it.
14.
I'll say you both do it.
14.
All right, 14. And what you roll, Josh?
18.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm at.
Great.
So Harmonious, you get your hair like in a nice manner, and then there's Hearth who like messes some parts of it up by accident while trying to be as helpful as he can. Like he's like genuinely putting effort into being helpful, but make your hair a little more disheveled than it was.
Did I
The
have
messy
this
look
broken?
looks good. The messy look looks good.
I'm actually gonna swat his hand a little bit. It's like, stop it. I'm not going from. I wasn't going from. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm good. We're doing good. I can speak. Okay, let's do this.
You're just gonna talk to your mother for the second time in years. No pressure.
And second time in at least 17 years.
Fantastic.
He's going to walk up to the duo. He's gonna rub his hands together, and he says, "Well, good morrow to you two. I hope you've had a fine morning so far."
Celsius kind of look up, his face brightens a little bit. Amonius, good to see you again.
And it's good to see my little pipsqueak of a brother.
I am not that much shorter than you.
Now, to be fair, you are borderline a midget.
At one point, yes.
And how is my lovely mother?
It's one of those things in hindsight, you forgot your two characters.
I'm sorry. What? I'm forgetting something. Or are you forgetting something?
What?
Are we both forgetting something? I'm confused.
No, I have to get used to doing DM shit.
Okay. I'm
So what-
sorry for doing this to you.
What are you forgetting?
I
Only
don't
gonna
know.
get better. Only gonna get better.
Yeah, it's only gonna get better. I have to check this rust off. Can't do it not DMing. He's gonna look up.
Word stream.
I shouldn't have this rust.
Hello, my dear. How is it going?
Well, it has been very eventful. Perhaps I might tell you about it both of you about it one day, but I don't think it's something we should talk about. Right, Hearth?
Hearth, for full reference, walked up with him like they were going to the same spot, and at the last second steps back, letting Harmonious fully go into it alone.
As he is still
not far-
looking back at
not
him, knowing
far
he's
away.
there.
So basically, it's like How to Train Your Dragon 3, where there's Hiccup in the bushes, like doing a thumbs up to.
Yeah. But looks back, thinking I'm right there, and just fully like,
By the way, I should also mention I have the video feed disabled, so I can't see anybody.
Oh no.
oh, he's
it's-
throwing up two thumbs in the air.
Okay, it's to help with my connection right now.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's on a table already beside him.
And like Jeremiah just does the frog thing, like takes in a coffee cup.
I'm
Feels
gonna
someone's
gonna
coffee.
sigh as he takes his seat. And of course, I decided to take these two with me.
Well, they seem like very eventful people.
Oh, you should have seen the other people that used to be with us. Now those are characters.
As are we all, in some way or another.
Oh, I swear, this person was... You know how you say people are missing screws?
Yeah.
He has all of his screws, he's just missing all of his marbles.
Oh, so like the screws weren't like really working in conjunction, so there's like the big ass hole that let all the marbles out.
Bingo.
I
Darcy
hope
can tell you about him. He had a lovely interaction with him, and
And what?
I didn't mean to say and. Fuck. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, trust me, you're fine. Well, I hope you don't mind the place I chose. I heard they give a little morning show.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Rather eventful, nice secluded corner for us to sit.
Yes, we can sit, enjoy the show together, and chat.
By the way, also, what's going through Armodius's head is he's Since he's seen his mother, he's been trying to figure out what angle she's trying to play. He doesn't trust it.
So a waiter comes and it's a younger, half-elfish gentleman. He looks at your table. May I interest you in some drinks today?
I have a weird question. Well, while I'm sitting back, I want to insight check the youngest child there, like the younger brother.
Salzio.
I want to see if he's comfortable is not the right word. I want to see if this is like he is on board with something here, like if there's anything going on through him, like trying to find the weaker link.
Go ahead.
John.
What? I get to add a D4 to that.
Alright, do you add a D4?
What's it called again? Deductive intuition,
Right,
investigation, or insight. I can roll a D4 and add it, making that a 15.
Alright. As you observe Salthia based on his body language alone, if there was a plan that Mama Harmonia's had, she is not aware of it. No,
Okay.
sorry, he isn't.
Mama, whatever Salzio's last name is.
I have it written down somewhere.
I had it
Oh,
written
yeah.
down too, but I lost the notes.
And unless forced to, Hearth is not going to like join their interaction, letting Harmonious do it himself. But should Harmonious or someone like have like kind of make him come over, he will. But he's going to leave Jeremiah back, kind of in his own space.
Alright, so Harmonious, waiter came up to your table. Do you order anything to drink?
I'm gonna order water.
What? Alright. So you order water. Salthia, water. Mama Harmonious, water, please. Alright. 3 waters it is. And happily jumps off. And Harmonious, you take a notice that there is what seems to be like a little band starting to get together on this center stage that's inside. Because you're realizing that this restaurant was built around basically. So there's a stage in the middle, and then there's tables and like all the nice furnishings, everything that makes it look nice. And you're in like the think of like northeasternmost corner of the restaurant dining area.
Okay.
So you have like a direct view of like behind this if my English wants to work with me.
So I get the bands back.
Yeah, you get the fuck.
Bands back.
Yeah, you
The
get the
BB.
band. Yeah, you get the BB, and then also like it's not like a square like concert stage. It's more like a circular one.
Oh, it's like the one at Disneyland.
Kind of if I've ever been there.
That's actually more like a half dome, but that's aside the point.
Yeah.
I know. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah. So basically, you see a group of halflings starting to set it up, and you see like there's like a little banister that says the potato root. So as you all wait for your waters, we're gonna go over to Crunch and Caspian. You're muted.
Where are you going to speak first?
Yeah. I know that last thing we were doing, Crunch was gonna head back to his room to see if he can try to recall any events other than that. Just grab his things. In case the group decides they're ready to go to head somewhere else, pretty much, is what he was doing.
Being that Cass can go into brains, is there any way that Cass might be able to go into Crunch's head? I know that's a bit abstract, so.
I'll say you would have to sit down and during like a short rest to do that. Because like with Crunch, it's not really a mental like neuron passageway, it's more like a ethereal flow kind of state, if that makes sense to you. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, well think about it like this. Think about like as like a telepath trying to look into the mind of an android.
A telepath trying to boot up AOL.
Basically. like boot up AOL through the head of an android.
Yeah.
So like that's something you would have to like sit down with Crunch during a short rest to like try to get anywhere with that, because that's something that would take a lot of concentration to do, and I like a lot of focus.
Crunch, let me ask, how are you feeling?
Well, fine. Mostly, everything's running fine.
So, what about Ubrik?
I didn't catch that.
Damn,
Your
Backstreet's not back.
headphones.
Backstreet's not back.
It's not all right.
It's never
Alright,
alright.
I've come to a conclusion that my laptop does not like my headset.
Yep.
It's okay. We're halfway there.
So you didn't catch anything I said then?
No.
Okay. But did you catch the part of what he was planning on doing, heading back to his room?
Yeah, we
Yes.
got that part, but we didn't catch his response.
Okay. He said, that name I don't recall, actually.
What? You don't recall Ublek?
I don't. I seriously don't recall this name.
Do you recall a couple days ago having a battle with someone inside your head?
Based on that, if I remember with the history check I got from last session,
I would say
think-
roll a new one.
roll a new one.
Yeah, just because we did that over a month ago.
Okay, let's get this roll here. History.
Hey, it's only been like 5 minutes.
That's a 10, Chief.
Nope.
No.
Nothing comes to the surface.
No events I recall then.
Yeah, you don't really recall much except for like the vaguity of like basically what you kind of recall is it's almost like as if you had a dream, which for Warforged is like nigh impossible to have a dream. So it's basically like you dreamt and slept walk. It feels like you like were dreaming, you were sleepwalking, you woke up walking downstairs almost. But you can't recall any aspects of this dream except for like a very few amount of Warforged being seen, and then that's really it.
Okay, so all I remember is the Warforged. Okay.
Yeah, you're immersing a few Warforges, but you can't tell if that was reality or your dream.
To be honest, Cass, literally, I don't recall anything. It doesn't even feel like It doesn't feel like as if I was even awake. The only thing I recall is hell, I don't even know if it's true or not, is all these Warforges activating.
I believe I know where it is that you speak of.
And Cass is gonna take one of her hands and put it on Crunch's shoulder. She'll be like,
We'll figure it out, Shelly. We'll figure it out.
He nods.
and then she's gonna ask,
Crunch, is it alright if I have someone watch over you while you take a rest?
Honestly, I would very much appreciate that.
There's some errands that I have to do, but I promise that'll be only a shout away.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from my room.
looking around, does Cass see anyone walking about the mansion?
Roll me. Well, actually, no, because it's starting to get to like 9:30, 10 in the morning. So you're starting to see like a little more of the housekeepers and all of like the maids and such.
Cass is gonna shout over to one of the maids, be like,
Excuse me, Fluffer, excuse me.
And one of the maids that actually has like pair of bunny ears, just like, huh?
Hello. Would you be able to go fetch one of the guards for me?
Yes, lass. What would I be fetching them for?
Well, one of the guests here needs someone to look over them, being our Warforge here.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get some a guard or two to attend to that. And she would say, then hurry off.
okay, awesome. Looking, where are they now? What does the area look like?
So I would say you were, from what I recall from last session, you guys had walked off, and from the upwards stairway, and I believe when you guys split up, Harmonious and Hearth were heading towards the door out into the daylight of the winter, and you and Crunch were heading back to Crunch's room. So I would say you were back in that same familiar area of like where you and the party stayed.
Is there any vases or anything around?
Yes, I would say there's like a few like a very like one here, like 10 feet down, one there, kind of pattern.
Cass is gonna take the flowers out of one and start chugging the water from the vase.
All right.
Ant juice.
She's gonna be like waiting up against the wall for Crunch to finish whatever Crunch is doing, and just be drinking the vase water.
You drink some very earthy, tasty water.
Hmm.
And
Reminds me of home.
Yeah. And Crunch, you go into your room to start gathering your stuff, right?
Of course, the first thing I see is, the bed broken in half, I'm guessing, since of that event of the...
Yeah,
fight for the night.
that was Crunch's room, right?
Yeah, and there was like, there's also a bit of a dent in the wall.
So you see the structure, your room just destroyed.
Just like, open. It's like that moment. It's like you open the door, but like the door just falls over.
It's like you were like on vacation for a little bit. You had someone watching the house, but they had like a party to wreck the house, and like haphazardly fix it to make it look nice. But you open the door, it's like,
boom. Yeah.
That's like very much the sight you see, minus the alcohol bottles.
Minus the alcohol bottles. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Let's just grab the things. He's gonna go ahead and grab pretty much the backpack that he's been carrying with mostly, just to have equipment in it. as well as I think I had a staff on me, didn't I? Think I had a javelin.
You had
Yeah.
a bow staff.
No, I don't have a. I had a bow staff.
Yeah, you had a bow staff, a short sword, and a javelin.
I don't remember the bow staff, but okay.
Damn, bro, it's free gear. Take it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and add that.
It's like 4 gold somewhere, man.
Somewhere. Okay, then so I just grabbed that. I would check to make sure I'm not missing anything, and head back exit the room. And I see Cass. I'm like, now to be fair,
As you're going to walk out of the room,
yeah.
you thought I was gonna let you leave for that incident, huh?
Well, I was gonna exit the room. I was gonna tell Cass something, but
ETS.
Roll me a perception check.
okay. What is my perception? Perception. 13.
You rolled a 13?
Yes, sir.
As you look around, as you could like kind of as you start to walk out, you stop for a moment, and then you start looking back around the room as if something caught your gaze, and you see by the window there's like faint specks of gunpowder, or like a powder-like substance, really. But I say gunpowder because that's the best way of like describing like the coloring, like the slight texture of it.
Yeah. Come here, Bandit.
Yes, the gunpowder's bandit now.
No, he got thunder going on around here. Come here, boy.
Surprise guest, a dog.
Go on, Sean. Go on, Sean. I'm listening.
I told you it is. I'm waiting on your response.
Oh, I thought you were describing it anymore. All right. He's just gonna, kneel down to it to look at it, and any other check I can make to see what it is.
That would be an investigation check, my good sir.
So no.
Investigation check, my good sir.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Sounded like you were saying something against your check. And I'm like, what?
I would like you to roll a opposing deception check, my good sir. You see?
Opposing perception.
Are you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm good. All right. So, investigation or perception? You said that one more time.
Investigation.
18 total.
Hit the shrimp.
Are you drinking without me? Come on.
Yes.
Wait, okay. 18
in total.
All right, 18. As you're observing it, you've seen this kind of this kind of texture before, with it having been, well, with you having done work with the black market as well. So you've seen like the kinds of goods that came in and out, and one of the things you recall is the very powder-like substance of gunpowder.
Okay.
And seeing this gunpowder, like the thought in your mind's like, wait, gunpowder? That's odd.
Is there gunpowder here? Why would I... Last I checked, I wasn't carrying any gunpowder. Gas!
Yes,
You come here real quick.
sure thing. And you just hear a smash as Cash drops the vase onto the ground, and it's all finished. She wipes her mouth and walks in. What is it, Shelly?
You probably recalled the whole fight, since I don't. Did any of y'all carry gunpowder on you?
Can I roll history or something? Because I kind of forget.
Go ahead and roll me a history check. And Harmonious.
Yes, God.
Is your what is the gun that Honor gave you? What did you have that like open?
I
Like,
have
people
no
can see?
bullets.
Oh,
Yeah, no
that's
bullets.
like,
15.
I was just asking like if it was like easily seeable, or if you had like
It's it's also the
Alright,
fact he wasn't
know
there
how-
during that night in Crunch's
Well-
room. He was in his room.
Well, okay, now here's another thing. Crunch would not know that. But
No.
I also did show up at the very end. And I actually ran into the room. The other thing, you know how people take their guns and they kind of conceal it in like their coats?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Harmonious does with it.
All right. Just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
All right. So you rolled a 15, correct? A 21. Okay, 15. All right. So, remembering that night, you can't recall anyone who seemed to have had a gun or something on them, but you do recall that it's because it's located like by the balcony door. You do recall that Hearth came through that door.
I remember the other one came through that door. Do I remember if Hearth had any gunpowder or anything like that?
You would know that he would have had like that. Blah, 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 blah. I would say you would know that he would have he has a good deal of some weird things on him, having seen some of what he's done while in the room, and like while dealing with the gear door. So I would say you would, if you want to assume that he might, or not assume. That's up to you.
Well, our friend seems to be in a possession of some very odd things at all times, so I wouldn't put it past him to have something like gunpowder.
Then, well, either way, and he goes ahead, stands back up after kneeling down.
Is Cass able to investigate it and see if Cass can figure out if it is gunpowder?
Go ahead. Roll an investigation check.
Either way, whatever's happened here that night, you know the whole thing for me.
Cass is gonna.
That's a
lose.
16.
It is gunpowder.
Yep, it is gunpowder.
Oh, my joke is she
Alright.
snorts it and goes, gunpowder.
Well, let's go ahead and what are we needing to do today?
Cass is gonna take out a flint that Cass has and light the gunpowder just for the hell of it.
Let's see, roll me a survival check.
We're gonna burn this fucking house down.
Oh God, wait! I'm right next to it, aren't I?
Yep.
Fuck.
You mean the natural 20, the natural one?
That's a 22.
So with the flint, you go, and it just finally erupts into flame, and no damage is done because it wasn't like a huge amount of gunpowder. It's just like a very small trace. So it's enough to cause like a small light show.
And she just gets up matter-of-factly, stretches out her back, and goes, "Well, there's no more gunpowder now."
Nope.
Only the
Well-
smell of faint burning.
And some burnt marks on the floor.
Some people prefer coffee in the morning. I prefer nice little explosions.
More
That
I
has
learn
to
about
be a
you
shirt.
people.
That has to be a shirt.
Yes, that has to be a shirt. The more I learn about you people, the more interested I'm in. I don't know.
Oh, Shelley, you're quite a interesting spectacle too.
Well, appreciate that. But now, I think we need to get on with our day. Don't we have anything we need to do, Cass, that we can think off the top of our head, besides meet up with Harmonious later on?
Cass is gonna put both her arms on Crunch's shoulders, kneel in really close, be like,
You wouldn't know where to find god-killing weapons, would you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Well then let's do some research then.
Got some god-killing weapons, lefty and righty.
Welcome to the gun show.
You made the universe. Well, you didn't make a way to stop these hands.
Stop these ads, oh god. Well then, I guess the library's in order, shall we?
Yes. Let us look up legends.
Yeah, I'm not bringing the nerd.
DM, take us to the library, good sir.
You know what lore I can force Sean to drop if I get to a library?
Oh god.
And with
Are-
that, we move back to Harmonious and Hearth.
Where-
I'm telling you, it's rather remarkable that people of their stature are able to move drums that big.
Well, you learn not to insult them because they can kick ass.
So,
I am giving them a compliment. I'm not
Yes,
insulting
yeah.
them.
I know, my dear, but I'm just saying, it's best to not think about that.
Now, Salzia's the one who brought this part of the conversation up. I'm just adding to it.
Don't remind me.
Oh god.
I mean, this is all what happens when people start to make short jokes. We start talking about the elephants in the room. Or should I say hamsters?
and then there's just a low.
So
And-
you guys having, after like the couple minutes you were having this conversation, you guys would have gone to your waters and some food to be able to like ingest and stuff. And Hearth, I would assume you probably would have gotten a drink or some food as well.
Hearth has ordered for himself, like almost like a morning wine, like a very dry, low percentage wine, and he's trying to get like any kind of like almost a pot roast or like some like pot pie or like
Yeah.
shepherd's pie almost, that classic kind of stew one. Trying to get that. We're in like a bar, pubby kind of place, right?
It's more like a diner. It's like a medieval diner, basically. So I mean, you can get alcoholic beverage because at the time, water is more of the expensive luxury
Okay,
kind of.
I'm going to, for my own entertainment, because I can do this without costing me a spell slot. I'm gonna detect poison and disease. It's just an area effect. I want to know if anything shady's going on or if anyone's got any interesting STDs.
Like the entire left-hand side of the diner lights up, and like does it let you see like specific areas?
No, I just know exactly what diseases they have.
Various STDs, various forms of cancer.
Great.
Ah,
great,
so
fantastic.
they're having that one of those.
There's
Very
like
depressing.
one. There's like one of the band people has some kind of bronchitis.
Great. Do I get any poisons or just the sad diseases?
Is one of them
Uh,
syphilis?
Yes, one of them is syphilis.
Oh god.
It's one of the halflings.
Yes, it is. And the diseases is one of the drummer specifically the band has severe alcoholism.
Damn,
Oh,
really,
so it's
enemy.
alcoholically poisoned.
Both.
I mean, alcohol is a poison, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but drunkenness is a disease. What is this?
Oh god.
it's detect poison and disease. So
I know our logic though is so sound.
Hey, but Arminius, I know you're immune though, but now I know that no one's poisoning you.
I'm not immune.
not anymore.
Fantastic. I'll
you-
use this information later.
At the moment, I'm not.
No, when I'm not. Hearth to like occasionally like some people be like, I wouldn't hold hands with them.
Hold hands.
It's like
Whoa, no, don't start
no,
kissing.
no.
All
Give it
right.
a week, 2 weeks.
All right. So, you guys notice that the band's just about ready to start the performance as you hear one of them start to speak up in like a jaunty accent, like a jaunty tone. Hear ye, everyone. It took us a little bit of setup. We're a little bit behind today. My bad. I hope you guys are ready for our wonderful music performance that we will be playing for your breakfast. It is the tale of a fallen prince who came from a land to the east, set to carry the light of a flame, who has tried his best to keep the life he knew from shambles, but now it's to vengeance. The horns of red, of righteous fury, ye shall come, and ye shall hold. And with that, the music slowly, eerily starts to play as horns and violins, cellos, and bass start to a symphonic melody cascading through the air. As the song goes on slowly and builds up, it starts to bring up a sense of like an impending storm, impending judgment. A fight to come. There we go. A fight to overcome something to stand against. The room seems to eerily darken along, the flames almost contorting to the will of the music, as the orange embers of the flames go from orange to bright red, as they elongate and reach out towards this stage to where this band is. The man in charge of the orchestration begins speaking once more. Moving in a land he knows not, he tries to find his way, tries to find his will. As he's beaten down once, again, and again, and again. Stabbed, shot, betrayed, left alone. He finds ways in the dark. Magics of old, magics of new. Treachery of the blood and blood of the treacherous lead him onto a dark path as he heads to the pinnacle of those who robbed him, that was once his. And he would go silent once more as the music began to slowly and quickly pick up once more. And the flames, half in a like weird spiral pattern, like red, now black flame, now red flame, now black flame, all quickly but in a slow, painful way, meet in the middle, just above the heads of this halfling band, where the flames coalesce creating a red and black star almost. As it grows to the size of like a basketball, before coalescing into one finite point, before exploding out into like an astral projection kind of thing. Kind of like you go to a concert that has all like these LED shit that makes like 3D models.
Yeah. Oh, like all the smokes in the mirrors and everything.
Kind of. But this is just with the flame. No smoke. No nothing. As figures are slowly made out in the flame, as a group of 5, like trench coats, are seen, and what's leading them is this male-looking figure with horns that jut out of the top of its forehead, and a rapier to its side. This man, with tricks of the old, will cometh and taketh what's rightfully his, as he breaks the mold of the past for the presence of the future. He would say, as the song began to crescendo and reach its magnum opus point, as it begins to pick up more and more, before the figures started to leaving the lone horned figure there, as the red flames slowly transition into black flames, leaving him standing alone, a rapier in one hand. Yet he found solace in defeat in the end. For what it stands before, and the flames slowly build up before him, a brain-like entity made out of flames, almost sitting nestled between pillars, almost. Think about like Mother Brain for like the original Metroid, or Super Metroid, if you will.
Yeah.
Something like that. But like it's like, or like organic like rock stalactite?
Stalagmites.
Stalagmite. Thank you. Those, I always get those two confused.
I could also be
Stalagmite.
wrong.
Stalagmite or
But
stalactite? One of the two.
we know what you mean though. The giant cone pillar rock thing made by
Yes.
Lockdown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
them
so
big
basically-
Rocky boys.
Yeah, the Rocky Boy's like holding a brain like into as a figure in essence. And the music starts to soften as the flames start to return to the candles, the torches that were held upon. His defeat, or his willingness to try. He is a man to not die. As the music slowly starts to reach its finish, I would like to thank you all for joining us for hanging with us. I hope you enjoyed this show. We will play again in some time. And they begin to go and take a break.
Okay, question about the horns. How were they kind of like designed? Were they short? Were they long? Did they hook back? Kind of go up and curve?
Can you repeat that, please?
How were the horns designed? Like, did they just swoop back? Did they go up and like curve into it like kind of like an S? Were they protruding forward?
It was like up and back. It was like up and back into like a little like
Like if he was able to take them and like slick them back. Like I mean like say it was like hair, like like they're formed to kind of
Are you-
follow his head.
Or are you saying like as if like ram horns kind of like?
No,
ram
those would
horn?
be no, those would be spiral.
No.
Okay, so they protrude from the forehead
Yes.
and like go back a little bit, but not like kind of like tightly against the form of the head, like
Well, it's just
protrude
like
out, and
Yeah.
then they spiral out a little bit to the side.
antlers.
Okay.
Kind of.
They're literally Armodius' hordes if they were longer. That's just what I wanted to confirm. No, I'm. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Am I getting like some weird look at my profile picture? Are you looking disappointed in me, Sean?
No.
Yes.
Your profile picture's Garchomp, so.
No, it's not. It's a derpy Flygon.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
not. Yeah. Hey, Garchomp. What the hell?
You
I'm talking about
okay.
Roll20, not Discord.
Okay, I have like his profile picture in like 5 apps, so
Yeah. The best one's done, but that's beside the point.
so Harmonious. Roll me a history check, please.
Boy. I love making intelligence checks with no modifiers. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Damn, that's crazy. What if you had a modifier, man? It's
Hey,
for
hey.
intelligence. That's like almost. That's my only
Okay.
stat.
I normally have those. Hey, Sean. Hey,
What?
Sean. What's 20 plus 0?
Yes!
Hey!
Yes!
You can read.
I can read.
So,
Back.
Harmonious.
Yes.
Remember when you had a rapier?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Of course. Armodius totally wasn't sitting there through. I didn't want to interrupt, but Armodius at a certain point when he saw like the figure, he would have actually crossed his arms. But I didn't want to interrupt the story because it was going so good.
One of those rare times.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah, I remember having a rapier.
Yes. And I. And you recognize some of the features of this figure. Notice yourself.
Oh my god, that's my dad. Oh, Salzia's dad. One of the dads. I'm gonna stop mumbling, I'm sorry.
That streets, but
And with that, we're gonna go on break.
Alrighty. Alrighty then.
respect.
See. We are back, people.
Someone have an O?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm worried.
So you're telling me that was an amazing show?
That was an incredible show.
Yes, it was.
I was saying that out of character, but yeah, let's go with that. I was even doing the harmonious voice. But something about it seems rather familiar, wouldn't you say?
Who are you saying it to?
Everybody
Yes.
at the table.
What do you mean by familiar, my dear?
I don't know. There was something about the horns and the rapier. I can't put my finger on it.
Well, that looked nothing like your father.
I
Your
was more
father
so
was-
talking. I was
Hmm?
more so talking about the mirror, but that's fine.
I'm sorry, your father was far too green.
You know, with that, we really couldn't discern color. It could have been anything. Wait a minute. What do you say? What do you mean he was green? I remember him being blue, and last time we talked, you said he was black or purple. Purple. You said he was purple, like Salazar.
Purple in all the right places, maybe.
That was also back when you were trying to persuade us that we both had the same father.
Fair. Fair. Because it's so much easier when you both of your children believe they have the same father. A lot of questions do not need to be answered that way.
Well, to be fair, before that you also told me my father was orange.
Your father was the rainbow, okay?
God damn it, brain. How'd you go there?
I'm all for pride.
I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to say anything.
My brain immediately went to, so my father was gay.
Literally. That's literally what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, so he's gay.
That's why he's not around. He just decided he wanted a boyfriend.
I went to Skittles.
God. I think that our minds went to that.
We're all going to hell.
Hey, I already got first class to it, baby.
Oh, you mean I've got a tram pass? Honestly, I've got enough tram passes for all of us.
They'll have to drag me.
Okay, so that witness aside, you don't wear a trench coat, Armonius.
I actually used to. Back
Well,
before
I
I
don't-
started wearing chainmail.
It had been a minute since I myself had seen you, brother. I do not know or not know. But you have or haven't worn.
Well, to be fair, there was also the span of when I was 8 to when I was 24 since you saw me. 20. Did he see me before the 1-year time skip?
No.
No? Okay. 25. A time span of 9 to 25. God, I'm almost halfway through the average lifespan of a tiefling. That's a sobering thought. And honestly, I wish my teacher actually got some paintings of me back when I was 9. He actually put me in this little cute trench coat. It was honestly adorable.
Oh my god, you're sharing something about yourself, brother. Holy.
But Salzia, he leans in and gives that shit-eating smile he gives his family. Is it really the truth?
Which part?
Insight check.
What are you insight checking?
All of it?
Harmonious. I want to see if he's
All
full
right.
of bullshit.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead.
I'll roll
I'm listening from around around the bend.
Alright, I'll roll my deception.
All right.
Insight. I get to add a D4 too because of the detective. All right, 21.
You beat me by 1.
Yeah.
So,
He was not 9 when it happened.
Please.
for taking notes.
All right.
the small him in trench coat's true, but it wasn't the age of 9.
It's like, I know it's 12, you bastard.
11.
No, it's 14, so it's really embarrassing. I know what they did to you. What am I, child music?
But he's gonna keep giving that smile. Well, any of it, of course. Gotta keep you both on your toes. You know how it is.
So, Amarius, that's why I brought you. And asked if you could come join us for breakfast. I have a proposition for you.
And that would be.
And she would look around a little bit like weirdly. She would look at her. I would like you to. How do I say this without putting it bluntly? Well, I guess there's some backstory needed first. Why am I holding this?
Because you want to hold whatever you're holding.
Apparently.
You let yourself do that.
I do that all the time.
Don't hold yourself back. It's okay.
So, there was a reason I had to force you out of out of the home. When you were 8.
Harmonious is gonna lean in and he's gonna look her in the eyes while she tells this story.
You can go ahead and roll that insight check, motherfucker.
Oh, I was gonna wait for that, but okay.
Yeah, because I'm a violent sociopath around the corner. Can I in some way assist him?
No.
Okay.
You would
Oh.
have to be right next to him.
Total
Could I-
21.
I don't need to, because Hearth likes to know things. Can I? Actually, no, I'm not going to.
Insight is wisdom, correct?
Insight is yes.
Yeah, it's a 21.
Like, Paris, if you want to roll your own insight check, you can go ahead. But can you hear what they're talking about?
I'm close enough to hear. It depends on how
Alright.
loud they are.
All right. So
Like,
you would
I'm
you would
within earshot.
you would have to roll a perception check because this is getting a little quieter.
Okay. Can I instead, while she's having this conversation with him, still locking eyes with or not locking eyes, but keeping observant on the younger brother.
Mhm.
And at this point, not really suspecting him of anything, but just trying to see how he feels about the situation.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and roll that perception check for me, and then I'll get to the insights.
Of 16.
16. All
Actually,
right.
17. 17.
I was honestly just having him look her in the eyes as a power play.
It's a strong power play.
Yeah.
Especially when your eyes are solid yellow.
Not seeming to be perturbed by the look of her son's eyes. She would sigh a little bit. So, there's a reason I had to remove you from home at the age of 8, and why I don't know if your brother told you or not. I had to displace him as well.
I'm sorry, she what?
She just also kicked Celestia out.
Displaced. Okay, displaced him. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just sounded a little slurred, and I wasn't sure.
It's fine, it's fine. So, the reason being is my father. He is one of the high-ranking members of the Soldiers Academy. And you know how there's people who have those bad views on tieflings, correct?
Only had to deal with it for the past 17 years. But-
He has that harder approach to it where he would like to see him purged, as they would say. And I couldn't bear to see what he would do if he found out his own grandchildren were tieflings. So I had to remove you from the home. So that way you would be safe. You and your brother would be safe from his scorn, his conservatism. So I came with a favor to ask you. One, I don't take highly of wanting to ask my own children. Is there some way you can convince him that you and your brother aren't a curse, aren't a plague? I would like you two to get to know your grandfather.
Harmonious is gonna put an arm down, hand on the table, lean in, and he's going to say this as quietly as possible for just his mother to hear. And he's going to admit to her that he has done some horrible things. Horrible things. To other people. As people would say, he's the people that have been smited by his hand. I don't have exact words for it. He's just going to admit he's done that. And then he's going to ask her, as quietly as possible, if his father was human, what would he look like?
If the father was human.
If the father was
If the father was human, what would Harmonious look like?
what would the father look like?
Father.
Harmonious can be pretty creative.
If your father was human. Light brown hair, short light brown hair, some hazel eyes, dimple, looking like that of the aristocracy. Not the kind that just sit back and laze around, but the kind who wants a part in the world they live in. One part in the people that they surround themselves by. The commonwealth, the faint, the rich, the poor. He would wear fine leather, fine felts, fine leathers.
Also, in that short admission of what he's done, he would also explain that in one sentence that that's just the world that he fell in when he was kicked out.
And you can see, like, in her eyes that she feels bad about that.
Does she actually believe him?
I can roll insight.
Let's have fun with it. I'll roll persuasion too.
What does the natural 20 sound like?
Well, I mean, it sounds like she knows he'd actually be telling the truth for once.
Yeah.
In his godforsaken life.
Hey,
But yeah.
only your God forsake you.
Is that actually an archdevil? But that's aside the point.
So,
Does he cancel out all magic around him?
can you repeat that again, please?
Does he can? I'm going to do this my normal voice. Does he cancel all magic around him?
My father?
Yes.
Only of those he suspects.
Well, he would clasp his hands together and he would look her in the eyes and he will give a genuine, probably unsettling, especially since Ozzy, you can see him actually genuinely smiling. I think I might have a way in then. Good thing I'm a rather persuasive and deceptive person. Isn't that right, Salzia?
Yeah, you have your moments, brother. But then your mother raises a hand to kind of stop you. Here comes the hard part. If your father can't accept you for you, because I know if he found out you're a tiefling, he would kill you. If it ever comes down to it, I would like you to kill him.
Um, 21 on insight.
She is being genuine about each and every word she is speaking.
Harmonious is gonna look at her for a moment. And he's gonna look at his mother.
Heart's got a dumb question.
Yeah?
Over listening and stuff like that, being a nuisance like Hearth is. Could Hearth theoretically, possibly looking in his spoon at his own reflection, could Hearth pull off pretending to be Harmonious's dad if he were human?
Like just her basic look, or like her like with some makeup on?
As a base Hearth. Like, probably I know with makeup or something would be better, but he's trying to see if there is any form of not trying to find resemblance, but any like, okay, I can replicate that feature.
I would say it would take some work magically, but I would say like eventually, because Hearth is probably a talented mage,
Yeah.
could probably make something.
Nothing non-magically.
Alright, so the total plan is to send the two pathological liars.
I mean, we're the two we have half the group preparing for like, oh, we gotta get some stuff done, and we have two pathological liars in a bar.
One of which who
So-
might. One of which is
Hey,
very
well,
willing to
hey.
kill his own grandfather.
Hey, no wait, Hearth is not a pathological liar.
Neither is Harmonious.
Just a jerk.
So,
Neither. Yeah.
so yeah, you look back to Hearth.
Well, I glanced at her, kind of giving him one of those looks of if you knew what she just told me.
Hearth is fully in that like gossip girl's face. Of, like I was like
Pretending not to.
pretending he didn't hear what he just heard, but is still sitting there like processing. Like it's like drama. It's like, and she's asking him to kill them. like oh shit. not like a shocked or like she's like I'm in real shit. It's purely this entertained like oh, this is getting wild. He doesn't have any advice for you. There's no thumbs up. There's a shrug if you look long enough. It's like
He's gonna look back at his mother and he's gonna say, well, to start off with, Sazia will not get involved. That will be my promise. Whatever happens, it will be all my doing. And my companions. If he cannot be changed, I've done worse.
I only want you to kill him if he out defense. But
That's what
like
it would-
you, like your mother would just like rub her face a little bit. I haven't had to ask someone to do something like this, much less my own child.
This is probably going to be hard to say, but if it helps any better, the first time I was asked to do something like this, I was 12.
I'm a horrible mother for trying to do what was right.
To be fair, we were both in different cities when we got kicked out.
I have an appointment to try to keep, but there's a formal ball in a week or so. I'll make sure you guys, you and how many other companions you have, get the invitation to it.
Well, it will be me, that gentleman over there. He directly points out Hearth. Now tell me, does a robot say high society status?
If it's a servant, maybe.
Well, he was once a bartender. And the only issue is we're going to have a barbarian we need to keep clothed. Azara. He's gonna put up air quotes like bodyguard.
So, 4.
Yes, it'll total. Yes, it would total 4.
But I can see that happening.
All right, wonderful. I've got a week to make 3 people seem like they're high society. Joy.
I can. And she like quickly scribbles something down, hands you a piece of paper. That's where my current abode is. We have people who can help get you dressed up.
Right, perfect. Well, I'll probably be seeing you in a couple days once I get the breakdown for the other 2.
Right? And she would reach and like kind of like place her hand on yours. I don't want anything to happen to my children.
Harmonious would just give her a smile.
You have no clue how much I've wanted to give you the truth. Now I can. I know you've probably seen me as this bad person, but that was never the intention.
Well, all things considered, you've done a pretty well act of it. He would say, actually patting her hand, trying to be consoling, but he's still at heart, because of the way he grew up, an asshole.
I do love you, Harmonious. She would say that, and then nod to Celestia before standing and making her way.
Alright. The moment she's through those doors, he's going to lean in, he's going to look at Sazia, and he's going to say, alright, there's a 87% chance we are not going to have a grandfather.
I know, I heard.
I am going to most likely have an hour to introduce myself, get to know him, and try to persuade his worldview before the spell goes off.
That's if he doesn't have anything against it, but, are you sure that's a wise idea?
And I could always
Any-
talk to him.
Now you see, I won't be alone, Sazia. I'll have my companions with me. And I can say one of them has helped bring me back from the brink of dying.
Get that guy.
And Sazia, I will tell you the truth. When we were at that battle, holding that line, my heart did stop. It was cold. It was tiring, but welcoming at the same time. Sazia, I want you to know I do not plan on ever feeling that ever again.
I would hope so too. I would like to keep my older brother around for a little longer.
Listen, Sazia. Even if this comes to the worst, I want to tell you, I promise I will make it on the other side, no matter the outcome.
You better. And with that, Celestia would let out a sigh and would slowly stand up himself and begin making his way out of the diner.
Harmonious is also going to grab his wrist for just a brief moment, not looking at him, and he's going to say, and if things don't change as they are right now, I will be going into that scenario with nothing but the powers I was born with.
Celestia
And-
would say under his breath for Harmonious to hear. I knew you were a little. I noticed you looked a little different than last time.
Well, so you know, I pissed off an archdevil. And I'm trying to regain that grace. Let's hope I can get it before then. He would say before letting go.
Celestia would slowly nod and continue making his way out.
He would now stand and wait. Make it. Once he's through the door, he will now stand and make his way to Hearth.
Hearth is.
I can't see. I can't
What
see
a
what
show!
you're doing.
I'm clapping.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I can't see you.
That was my
remember?
ass cheeks. Just up.
I also couldn't hear the clapping.
What a show! What a show! Oh. The drama, the suspense. Truly marvelous.
You heard everything, didn't you?
A little. A little.
Okay, remind me. Did Harmonious actually tell Hearth what was going on with him? I do not remember.
Neither do I.
With his, in referring to his powers,
In
or
referring to his powers.
no, I don't know.
He didn't tell anyone, I think.
So they don't know Harmonious has nothing.
Nope.
Hearth, to be fair, wouldn't care regardless. But you've not told Hearth yet.
Alright, then I'm not going to make the comment I was going to make. Alright, well. I was going to say plan A is the worst case scenario, but that has to be plan B because I made a promise to my mother.
I mean, there's always plan C through Z.
Well, I was going to say we're going to walk in, take 3 steps. Plan A will go. He's going to put his hands up wrong, doing air quotes, and then we're going to just go straight to plan B once we get close enough.
Some might call that just going in planning to kill someone.
Oh no, I'm planning for the spell to fail.
You know,
And then he's going to wink.
to a sick degree, I respect it. I'm unhappy with the degree I respect it, but if you plan to fail, then when you succeed, it's a pleasant surprise.
I mean, this isn't the first time I've been in this situation that it ended up being self-defense.
For some
Oh.
reason, I don't doubt you.
Well, we've got 2 friends to go meet up with. We've got this business sorted. And turns out my brother loves me. My mother loves me. Hoorah.
Hoorah indeed, my friend. Hoorah indeed. So, let us get a move on. Jeremiah, stop whatever that is.
And you would see him like trying to take an entire table into his mouth.
No, no, no. Not yours.
It's too
I-
big, it doesn't fit, so it can't be yours.
There is plenty of things you can eat along the way. And Hearth makes sure to avoid any waiters because he's not paid. Hearth came for lunch, and I don't. Does Hearth have money?
No,
I don't know, does he?
Hearth has money should he get stopped, but he is not planning to.
Harmonious is gonna walk through with the swagger of someone who did pay. But he didn't pay.
We're gonna get our asses kicked.
No, we're not.
And with that, you guys walk out.
For all I know, my
Al?
mother could have paid the bill already.
Yeah.
though.
I don't think she paid for me.
Oh no, I'm talking about for me.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
Alright, so as you guys walk out, what do you do?
Well, we're gonna walk back to the manor, right?
Yeah, I mean, I Hearth heard you say we have a plan, we have things in place. Hearth is going to try and just walk into the Tri-Spire so he can go to the bookstore.
So you would have to walk a pretty decent mile.
Hearth is
Armo-
ready for this.
Harmonious is kind of just gonna try to keep him by his side, steering him towards the manor.
Oh, yeah, and as Jeremiah walks, you hear like some like jingling inside of his stomach.
I'm gonna. I'm not worried about the other things he stole. I'm just getting my other book and getting it on my person. My other 2 books. All right.
Roll a dex check, please.
Dex check.
Yeah.
It was 17. I know how to touch my frog. Essential.
So as you take the book out, you like see this like pit, like this prime look in Jeremiah's eyes as he goes to go, like tongue it back in, but you move your hand with the book away fast enough before the tongue could get it.
No. No biting. Not me. In my jacket.
And with that, you guys walk, and eventually, Crunch, you notice the familiar blue and ginger people.
Yes, I do. I definitely do.
As you guys are walking to do your thing.
That's Metal Man.
Oh yeah, we're. There you guys are. I suppose the meetup was alright.
So, Crunch, I have wonderful news.
And would that be, Harmonious?
My mother actually asked me to murder my grandfather. He's actually gonna lower his voice to tell this to Crunch. If I ever get into a situation that it would be considered self-defense.
Hey, alright.
It comes to find out I am my mother's son.
No.
Also, do you know the college?
Somewhat, yeah.
He's one of the leading figures. Like one of the high-ups. So I might have aristocratical blood running through my veins, which is rather distasteful.
It would also mean the fact that we would have to leave this town as soon as that happens, I think.
Oh, knowing our luck, we're going to get caught.
Are you saying any of this out loud? Or are you saying
He's-
it's just a crutch?
It kind of like got to a point where he's like doing it in a whisper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like to people in the immediate vicinity. So Hearth and Cass probably hear this.
Well, whatever it is that you're planning, we just don't get caught.
Oh, it's probably going to happen at a ball. It's going to be bad. It's gonna get nasty. He
Well, if it
hates
happens-
tieflings.
If it happens at a ball, then there's a higher probability of not getting caught.
Now, also another thing.
We just convinced him to make.
We've all
another
got
card?
tickets. All 4 of us. I'm going to be playing the son. Well, grandson in this case. Herf here, he's going to reach up, put his hands on his shoulders, and he's going to say, we're going to doll this man up. And he's going to be my
Aristotle.
Thank you. That word.
You're welcome.
Father.
Aristocratic?
Yeah.
Aristocratic.
Aristocratic. Father. Crunch, you're going to be... Well, you're
What,
going to be a
waiter?
mixture of server bodyguard.
Robot waiter.
Robot server bodyguard. And Cass? I don't know anything about you, I'm just going to say you might end up being the muscle.
You're gonna stand there and look pretty.
I could do
Oh.
that.
Also, Crunch, I have horrendous news.
Oh god, what's that?
You know how I've been able to pick you up when you went down?
Yeah.
And you know how I almost killed that giant ape with 2 hits?
Oh dear God, don't tell me.
Well, I might have pissed off Glacia, and she might have gotten jealous that I accidentally called her sister to save you and bring you back to life, and how do you say, revoked all of my magic abilities that were given to me by her.
Oh dear.
I feel like I feel like I'm gonna be there for that next conversation, aren't I?
Cass is gonna turn to Jeremiah, and in Celestial be like, Abysmal's, am I right?
Oh, then in Celestial it's just still frog noises, but like echoier. It's
Can't hear.
like there's like it doesn't even hit the bit. It's just this low reverberating rumble. This is a Celestial familiar. It's just a cosmic horror if you try to connect with it mentally.
Oh no, Cass can actually speak Celestial.
So does Hearth, so Hearth understands you.
Yeah.
So then, if I'm to understand this, how the hell are you gonna get your powers back?
He's gonna lean into Crunch, and he's going to whisper, I'm going to stab my grandfather in the back while he thinks I'm human.
Okay.
Well,
And this
Your
one he's trying to
grandfather-
say, this one he's actually trying to say low enough just Crunch hears.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, hopefully we can get your powers back as well in the meantime. Although that I have no proficiency in.
Yes, well, I just need to please a god and, go back to the old me. Which I'm going through a roller coaster right now, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Well, let's hope it turns out for you. And also, huzzah for that plan.
Yes, well. Anyways, in a week we all have a date at a ball. In about 2 or 3 days, we're going to also meet up with my mother so that we can get at least you 3 capable of pretending to be sophisticated.
Oh god, I gotta be fucking civilized? Oh god.
Well, you're going to have to play the bit of a server. Servants,
telling me.
indentured servitude, and he's going to gesture to Earth. This man is going to have the hardest time. And then he's going to look at Cass. He's like, I cannot give any word for you. I do not know anything about you, honestly. I know no more about him than I do you, and we met both of you at the same day.
Well, I am a very few words, more actions.
Also, Crunch would actually notice that Harmonious seems to be in a really good mood. Even though
Oh, yeah,
he's given
definitely.
both good news and bad news.
Oh yeah, no. He's just like he knows this, he's just like, fuck, do I even say anything?
It also kind of seems like a little unsettling because he seems giddy, which is why it's odd.
Fuck, do I say anything?
Cass is gonna.
That's all in his head. That's all in his head for what he's saying.
Cass is gonna lean towards Harmonious and very gingerly just be like,
I can promise you this. I won't let any harm come to you.
Perfect. That means I don't have to worry about. Yeah, no, perfect. Perfect. He's actually gonna put his hands on your shoulders. He's like, perfect. I was gonna say more than perfect, but my brain went blank after the third perfect.
He's not romantic.
There's... when do you plan on doing this?
Well, doing the whole thing, it's in a week.
Good.
It's more
I
exactly
have-
like in a week or so.
Week or so. We'll know when we get the tickets. It'll give us the date when exactly it all is.
There's a few strange things happening, and I have to figure out. I have to do some research. But
Oh, yeah.
if you all look out for one another, I should be back pretty soon.
Yeah,
Wait. Tell me. Do
Well-
you need a library?
That's
do.
actually where we were gonna head to.
Did everyone say a library or bookstore?
Yes,
That's
Ladies,
you said the right
and-
words.
gentlemen, I think this is the perfect time to start our act.
Of course. Harmonious, my boy.
If you heard Hearth, he's one of the leading figures in exactly where you want to go. Am I right about that, Sean?
You're right to make the assumption if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the you said the Spire was the college thing, right?
Yeah, that's like the Tri-Spires is like the college area where there's like the bookstore, like basically the high society part of the Dash.
Okay, and then the grandfather was one of the leading figures of the college, right?
The Solstice Academy.
Why
Solstice.
can't I speak? The academy. The S Academy.
We're so fucked. I have a disguise kit. I don't know why I have one, but I have one. So we.
Oh, we are a group of crazy bastards.
You know, I was about to say
We are.
something, but we can't do that because you don't have.
I
Oh, wait, no,
don't
wait.
have
You can
one.
use your disguise self, right?
I can use it once per long rest.
Fuck.
That is an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna blind shot this. Yeah, can we do it? Can we? What do we gotta roll to make me look like Harmonious' dad if he were here?
Why am I sweating? Why am I?
I got.
It's not even hot in here.
I had to like in the middle of the street, disguise kit on like a corner like wall where like there's the wall and then there's the like metal fence but there's that little lip
God.
between the two. He's just sticking the disguise kit on there and like jamming it up, holding it up with like one arm, like, oh, all right, how do I do this?
Right. Harmonious is gonna crack his fingers. Let's get to work.
No cutting the hair.
Chris
no,
looks
we're just
at
gonna make-
Cass is like, what the
We're gonna make the hair look
fuck?
nice. Now, Hearth, I'm not going to be going in. I can't go in.
Mm-hmm.
But your last name is what's Salzia's last name?
Give me a moment.
I'm writing this down religiously.
I swear to God, if this works.
I swear to God as well, man.
This is some bullshit. We're sending Hearth.
We're sending Hearth into the danger zone already.
This is my turn to think up the crazy plan.
This is what you boys know. This is what I live for. I live my life by a motto: fuck around and find out.
Kadesh. Kadesha.
Kadash. Do I know my own name?
Your name is
Your father.
no Kadash. Your last name is going to be Kadash. Now, first name, I'm Harmonious Salzia.
Would I know a title of a high-ranking official here with my time in Zadash? Like I'm not talking about like do I know one? I'm talking about just like what titles I could think of that would I could connect to this name.
High Richter.
High Richter. Okay.
we need a forgery kit. We need to forge papers.
Oh wait.
I
wait,
don't
wait, wait.
have
Hold
that.
it.
I have a disguise kit.
Are you gonna pull in Clutch Crunch?
Oh, where the fuck is my stuff?
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Magic can't put me to sleep.
Or me.
No, I don't. Fuck. Thought
All
I
they
had
gotta
it.
do is stop
Okay.
me.
Okay,
Yeah.
now here's the thing.
I have
I'll-
extremely high intimidation if we need it.
We don't want to be intimidated. We need to be sophisticated. Now, where
That's
can
just like, but that's why I excel in.
we need sophistication? I'm sorry, not this time. Next time, probably. Okay. I'm kind of thinking of most of this on the fly, but I'm remembering forgery kit. I have the money to buy that. None of us are going to be proficient in it, but we can still try, and that's what counts here.
See,
that's
the
what's
problem
gonna
is we're
count
gonna
here.
try and we're gonna see it through.
We need and pass or fail, we're gonna keep going.
I got a couple
Um,
tricks up my sleeve. Are they gonna work? Nope.
No. Where can we get?
If
No.
Cass looks around, does Cass see any like nice drapes or anything anywhere?
Where can we get toolkits? Do we know where to get toolkits, Sean? As characters.
You were just in the area that might sell them.
We know the black market.
Black market's disbanded. I'm trying to rebuild that at the moment.
Shit, you're right. Uh,
Yeah, is there any drapes or anything like that, or banners anywhere?
Hearth
Fire
Mascara
around
is
us.
running.
Right.
Just on.
Um,
I'm muted.
yes. No, you're
Okay.
no. I
I was like,
I'm being asked so many questions at once. I'm trying to like sift through my head.
It's going through drawers.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, which one? For Cass, yes, there's plenty of banners that have like the insignia of the Dundalian Empire, the insignia of certain gods.
how many people are around?
You are in the middle of the city during the daytime where people are actually walking about. There's a good amount of people out.
Hmm. If you can distract the people that are walking by, I might be able to take one of those things and sew it into a nice dress and garbs.
Alright, that'll save on money for now. It might be able to get us past. No.
But will it save on time?
No, it won't.
We
But
are
here's
gonna-
the thing. We can make all the time we want.
Don't worry,
we can-
guys. I can't read.
Harmonious is getting really excited over this, but he's gonna start probably coming down for that emotional high, and he's like, kind of realizing how fucked this plan is before it starts.
Oh, it's,
Wait, wait.
it's fucked, but we're here.
Looking around, is there anyone in like really fancy clothes that that Cass sees?
If it helps, I got playing cards and a dice set.
Roll me a perception check.
17. That is a 25.
Fuck it. Roll some dice. High or low?
Hi.
Alright. You see what seems to be, some well-off individuals walking in the distance.
Cass is. Are they male or female?
It's a male and female couple.
There's a couple. Okay. Cass is gonna be like, hey there, Scullies.
Hello there, my dear.
Hi, may I ask your names?
I'm Johannes Huckbuck. This is Victor Huckbuck.
So I guess that you're coming from Hochburg?
No. It's just a family name.
I'm pretty new here. I was wondering what brings you here?
We live here
Oh.
in the city.
What do you know the way around?
Around certain parts, yes.
What is it that you do here?
I'm in charge of making sure I make sure we get our trade and stuff, and I make sure the town gets the needed goods and all that.
Well, then you might be the people that I'm seeking. Do you mind if you step away with me for a second about a very important matter?
I guess I could see where this is going.
Biggie, you've got crazy enough players to try.
I know.
To correct this, but I'm not.
We're just gonna make me pretty.
The fuck?
What part does Jeremiah play in this plan?
Oh, shit, I forgot a pet. I forgot to take it for the pet.
How long do you believe that would take?
It should take only roughly 5 minutes or so, but I believe that the information that I have from you, that I have to give to you, will be most useful.
Is Caspian dressed right now?
Huh?
Is
Yeah,
Caspian dressed? I just want to make sure.
Yes, Cass is not naked. Cass has her clothes on.
For now.
For now.
What kind of clothes is she wearing again? I don't remember.
She has like kind of a white wrap around her, and those
kind of like a monk style wrap.
yeah, and the tie-off pants, that wrap around, tie off near the sides and come up to the knees, and then some various pelts and everything around her sides.
Sorry, I just heard like torrential downpour.
Yeah, Bandit's in the corner again.
Oh, okay. He would say, like looking up and down first, and then indicating for you to lead the way.
Thank you very much. And she's going to walk over towards. There should be an alleyway, right? That's slightly empty.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna lead them to
As I
an
said, I can
alleyway,
see where the fuck this is going.
and
Yeah.
she's gonna look back at the crew and just go like that, like a quick little wink, and then she's be like, "So there's a few stolen items that were brought here illegally for trade. Some very important heirlooms that I'm trying to find." And she's gonna go off into her pocket, and she's gonna pull out a little piece of paper that she had written on, and there's gonna be some items on it. The list in which I have sent you separately, and she's going to give these over Can you please take a look at that and see if you've seen anyone trying to sell any of these things?
Um. Well, my dear, unfortunately, he says, look at the piece of paper. First off, what language is it? Is it in common?
Yes.
All right, just want to make sure about that too. Because I was just wanting to make sure, like, if you did have like a language that the other players might not have known, just in case for like safety for your character. So I just wanted to make sure of that better. I'm not that kind of trader, unfortunately, my dear. I wouldn't know about artifacts, as this would seem you're trying to indicate. Is that correct?
Yes, they would be stolen artifacts, possibly someone selling rare goods. You said that you had something to do with the trade, yes?
More of like the commercial trade. I do like with like making sure that people could. We export the goods that we need for the military and for the people.
I see.
That would probably be a better question to ask, like, the lawmaster or one of the high people of the Crown's Guard. They might know more about that than I would, unfortunately. I could put a word out and see if any information could come about.
Well, that would be very nice if you could do that. One last question for you.
Yes.
May I have your clothes?
Saw that coming.
Yeah, I'm lost your pants privileges.
I have been my time in the city. I have had a lot of my clothes actually robbed from me, and I believe that I need something a little bit up. I don't know if you would be willing to help in such a situation.
He's gonna look you up and down. Again.
Cass is like kind of friendly, but there's like a stern fierceness in her eyes. Yeah.
I could give you some money for some clothes, as you've been having quite the stroke of bad luck. I'm not against helping the people. And that would be in that manner.
That would be very kind of you. I'm traveling with group, and you see our whole chariot was robbed. We only have what is on our backs, so that would be very much appreciated. Can you tell me where I can get such fine caliber of clothing as you have?
You would think that that question with the answer would be obvious. It would be in the Panda Market, my dear.
And the money that you would be able to help me out with is something that would help me buy these?
Yes.
I very much appreciate this.
And he would reach in and hand you 250 gold pieces.
Thank you very much. And Cass will take it and be like, and put like a stern grip on one of the shoulders. Not like fierce, not like I'm going to hurt you, but more like more like that awkward threat kind of deal.
Yeah, the like, still I'm friendly, but I'm not someone that you want to fuck with, kind of like threat. Like, and please ask around about these items and speak only to me about it. I wouldn't want the person that has stolen them from me to be tipped off. You'll be able to find me at the cirrhosis.
I would have to talk to other people about it to try to figure out the whereabouts, my dear.
Just don't say that someone's looking for it. Make it seem like a personal matter.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. I suspect that you'll use the utmost confidence.
Yes.
Very well. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day outside and be very safe.
You too, my dear.
I sure.
And they will look off.
And then Cass will come out and look at the crew and be like, well, I didn't kill them, but I did get enough money to go get us some clothes.
Not bad.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's wonderful. That means we don't have to dip into the weapons fund.
There's a weapons
Wait,
fund?
question. I actually have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the DM, I have a question for once.
Yes.
All right.
Best players.
Did Harmonious make mention that his mom would offer to give you guys clothes?
No, he's been
No.
riding this emotional high, and I kind of forgot about that. Wait, no, hang
Have
on.
we?
Hang on.
While
No, I did not say it exactly, but I literally said that she would prep us for this.
All right, I was just making sure because
listen, no, spend Cass's money.
So Cass literally like silently and very quietly
people for no reason.
threatened.
Yeah, no, you just
Threaten
stole money for no
small
fucking
man.
reason.
Listen, I'm on board with it. Hearth questionable. I'm on board.
Everybody is now gonna think about it. He's like, wait
question.
a minute. Cass,
Have we made
I told you
Harmonious?
I told you my mother was going to prep us. That included clothing.
Well, you never made such mention of such things, but now we have extra funds for anything else we might need.
I mean, I
And
said
I
she would
have a few
prepare us.
important tasks being taken care of too.
Oh, wonderful. We're all getting things done. Isn't it wonderful? Today is... I don't like this feeling, but today is a day.
Besides
definitely a
Harmonious. Besides Harmonious is just a looks very similar to Harmonious, but half elf.
I was gonna
Hearth.
say Crunch. I mean Crunch. Sean, would you like me to roll a check for the disguise kit?
Do you want to try to do that now?
Well, that's what Harmonious and...
Well, I'm
First,
just asking, like, you want to try to apply that in the open?
Oh, I thought we went somewhere.
No, you guys are still in the middle.
We're
Let's just
literally
go
in the
Let's
open.
go into a porta potty real quick.
Yes, two grown men.
Though I do have a question for the DM, really quick. How many gold pieces did Cass actually get besides the 250 gold? Because I'm realizing that this 250 gold is the first gold that Cass has.
Oh, are you saying what gold you had? What, like starting gold?
Mm-hmm.
I think 10 pieces.
I think it's whatever your background would have given you.
Yeah.
So this thing's right. Give people gold, and I thought we already did that. I think it was something we did, but you probably forgot to write it down or input it. But I will say just another 250 to even that 500.
Okay.
500 gold.
500 gold pieces.
That's 1/3 of the weapons fund.
Yeah.
People.
Alright. So where do you guys go? Go to?
We should probably actually go to just the regular library. I'm kind of realizing how fucked we are in this situation. This is kind of rushed. We need more prep time.
I already look like you.
No, you
How are
don't.
you- it's like he's got it's like
All
he
we've
walks
done is
out.
put
It's like he
eyeshadow
walks
on.
out. He's got like those toilet paper cones sticking out of like on top of his head. Yeah, it's like it was supposed to be the horns,
Pa-
but it's partially
Paper
done.
mache.
Yeah, paper mache.
Earth, I told you we were going to make you look more human.
My dear, you look just about as much like him as a pine cone looks like a barrel.
Thing is, I need to
Thank
look
you.
human as well for this plan to work. So, I think we should make the stop at the regular library and maybe in a couple days' time test out the bigger area.
And get cold feet. Tomorrow.
I'm willing to do something that I would normally not be willing to do. Only for you, Harmonious. You have horns that are very seeable, very visible. I have long locks of hair. We
Caspiel?
could fashion you a wig.
No, Caspiel, we would also need eye contacts to make my eyes look actually human, and a lot of makeup. Or we can go the magical route.
I think we should go the magical route.
Yes, I'm going to save that for when we actually need it. Now is not such a time.
Well, why don't we see if there's someone in the town that can help you with the magical route?
Well, I guess now would be a good time. Do you know the difference between tieflings, other than our color?
No, I've always just looked at you for your color, my dear.
Well, each and every one of us is tainted by a different plane of hell.
I was being sarcastic.
Well, you've been very literal this entire time. It's hard to tell sometimes. But no two blue tieflings, not all blue tieflings are of the same legacy, you see. We're all given, how do you say, a different je ne sais quoi. He says raising his hand, making a minor, like a butterfly. Just like one of those sleight of hand tricks.
Yeah.
And that can be translated into many things as he gestures his hand down, setting down the butterfly as he makes it turn into a spider. And he's gonna... he's gonna...
You're amazed.
He's gonna look at Crunch and says, remember this from the drug trip?
Yep.
Good.
You take drugs.
He says, snapping his fingers as the spider disappears. We didn't do drugs, our companions did, and I fucked with them using minor illusion.
Gotcha.
They both dropped acid and it was hilarious.
I was laughing my ass off on that.
Yes. But
What companions are you talking about?
oh, just a couple guys we once knew. One of them made a promise to return. I highly doubt he will.
Which one was that?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
I would. That's why I was asking.
Well,
You're very observant, Harmonious.
well, if one of them actually returns, you'll know which one.
A
Fair
mystery.
enough.
Mystery.
Fair enough.
Now then. In all seriousness, what matters were you two actually going to be attending to? Before I kind of went off on a emotional high.
Well, like I said, we were gonna head towards a library to learn more about the Lost City. See if we can find more about it.
I mean, Eorian information is going to be a little out of our ballpark. I mean, it's still being researched today.
Cass is gonna stick her finger right up against Hearth's mouth and be like, "Nothing is out of our ballpark."
I'm going to pocket that away for later.
Just make sure that you don't use it too hard when you do or pull it out.
Of course.
You might strain yourself.
Every day. So, but
It shows in your palms.
we'd need to get a hold of Aeorian information. Is well, we found our artifact guy, but he doesn't know a lot about Aeorian details. It's more about what he's gotten from it. What he's taken.
Cass is gonna reach in one of her bags and she's gonna pull out the little thing that she has that points away towards Aeor and be like, "I believe this is pointing the direction that we need to go if we want to find Aeor."
No, more specifically, that artifact finds nearby Aeorian ruins, not specifically Aeor itself.
Yeah, it's one of the fragments, like the closest fragment. Horrifying.
Help us find something related to Aeor.
He's gonna if she's holding it out like class, like not trying to take it, like class in the hand. Goes, I cannot tell you how genuinely disturbed that this makes me, but so intoxicatingly excited. I have an idea. Harmonious, your mother said that your grandfather had arcane capabilities, right?
Yes. Yes, he did. She did.
It's a rumor, and if you follow talks of Arcana and try to follow those deeper secrets, I knew someone who used to. I gathered a bit of his research, not a lot of it. Aeor is a center point to magic. They were an arcane society. Magic, therefore, in their ruins often isn't consistent. What if we bring a bit of those ruins to this party? What if we can stop him from interfering with our magic by creating a little magic interference of our own?
So, if I can understand what you're saying, we find things in an Aeorian ruins.
Or we rob that guy down the street.
Specifically one. And we make up our own way to be able to find other Aeorian ruins easier than just this Cricket. Or we go with the other one, like you said, we go and steal more of his shit.
I've got something that I already stole from him.
What's that?
No. We'll get into that later. I don't think it helps us here. But something, maybe this, but something with enough juice that could disturb Arcana in an area. If you can find some way to keep that from affecting us, but just affect his spells. Like a dome where he can't interfere with us. If we keep that around Harmonious, his illusion would never fade. And it can be on me. The arcane guy who's messing with it when he can.
I don't know.
But that's saying we can find something like this.
Well, let us ask one very important party member here. Crunch, I believe that your friend that you don't really remember visiting you is somewhere around there. Is this something that you're comfortable with going to?
I mean, to be honest, if what I saw is actually real, then this could definitely be more of a problem, but I rather see what I saw. So I have no problems for trying to face this so-called Oobleck. If that's what you're asking.
When I faced down Oobleck, he seemed to have quite a hold on you. It would take all of us in order to try to defend our friend here.
Punch
If
me in the
Oobleck
face.
should show his face again.
You punch me in the face really hard. Oh, my proudest moment.
Got dropped.
Not your
for the
face
first
is
time.
the proudest moment either.
I'm aware.
You're very squishy.
You know, to be fair, I'm more of a book learner.
Bushy book learner.
The day I find out how to power you down, you're getting a reboot. I need
So-
voices in your head, I'll do it.
I think that this finding of Eeyore is a good idea. I think it's going to be a challenging road. I think we all must be prepared for it. And we'll have to multitask.
I think one thing's for sure is to make if this Oobleck has already made it to a ruins before we can make it, then we gotta be ready for anything that he may throw at us in these ruins as well.
Well, Crunch, Oobleck isn't just a separate entity. Oobleck was inside you,
I understand that.
And they
But
punch.
still.
and he punched him in the face.
But no, more important than that, he used a very high qualifying skill type of magic. Abjuration follows in teleportation, transmutation.
Saying he teleported.
He casts a very experienced level spell out of nowhere.
Where
I
did he
caught
Where did he teleport from? Did he teleport from by the glass door?
He teleported from punching me in the head.
Okay, but
The
where
middle
though?
of the room.
Like, okay.
I tried doing something cool, got punched a lot. I know magic was cast. I can figure out what it was. But where I was, I felt like I was everywhere.
About this some more, I believe that what I saw is true, but
Well, bear with me here, but if Oobleck can teleport, then you can teleport.
as you say this, Crunch is gonna look on the backs of his hands. Are those symbols still there, Sean?
You look at the back of your hands, look for the eye symbols, and they are not there.
Well,
Well,
this thing is
whatever-
magic.
Whatever these eye symbols were are not there anymore.
And there are two things. Hearth is gonna start rambling on about. Well, actually, you see, the spell book I need to cast or to rotate my spells, but I have a number of spells I have memorized. It just means the mind has memorized spells in some form of arcane focus. I imagine a Warforged Heart is strong enough to be a focus, meaning he just knew the spell.
But if they
Yeah.
caused it to where the symbols I had are gone, I don't think I don't even know if he'll have it. Be able to use it again.
Possibly. Are there any like lanterns in the street?
Yes.
Hearth is gonna like the same way that it happened in the show is going to cast control flames and just glide the flames around, and that arcane circle focus at anyone who could see is that 9-sided almost like stone, similar to obsidian, but more like just like a darker stone, 9-sided, similar to another object we know. Waves and kind of glyphs shine up around off it from its different angles as he kind of glides the fire around them like a dancing show. Glyphs come and go. Things are written into the world as are needed. Sends it back. Holds the arcane focus that has nothing on it. This is just a rock that's powerful until I give it something. Interpretation. Same could be said for your body. He can
Perfect.
change his appearance.
Do you believe that you may be able to help our friend here unlock but keep control of what he unleashed when he was Oobleck?
Man,
You know about spells. I know about minds. Perhaps we can come together.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I think horribly malformed, but a fantastic idea. I'm not a specialist. There are many practitioners of arcane arts that are better than I. I will say, if we could bring that other one to the surface on like boot and kick his ass just a little bit, I'd feel a lot better.
I would too.
Like
That was a dear friend.
keep Crunch in control of the body so he can't like move, but we get to just slap him a bit as Oobleck. I would feel good about that.
I also think that we should find some kind of weaponry, because what we might be up against now and in the future may be something we might want to be prepared for.
I agree. I have a ball. The ball can do many things. Many things. I don't know what any of them are yet. Many things.
And so actually I'll ask this as Cass. Do we want to head to the library? Or do we want to go somewhere else first?
We might want to go to the library.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would love to go to the library. Searching for Aeorian information that would be difficult without the right credentials and pass.
We
And
definitely needed to know. Yeah.
We would
Well
need.
then, let's go find a forgery kit first and see what I can get with this 250 gold that I just made.
I don't believe that'll be it. Hearth is trying to figure out like the words to communicate what he's saying. I think this is Aeor is the Crown's research. To access that is going to be high up. Whereas spitballing, we could just go.
You're saying that you would teleport us in.
I cannot teleport.
Only you're useless. I'm just joshing.
Nearly, but that's why we have Joshua. Jeremiah,
And-
sorry.
Again, as
Had to correct myself. Which one was useful?
Excuse me.
You don't have spells.
Wait a minute, I'm not useful?
Not without your healing.
Oh, I guess I'll
Again-
just put my headphones in and walk away then.
again,
We
as
have
much as it
Jeremiah.
is, I think it's best if we were to go to the library. Maybe we could find something about unusual sightings or something, and that can help us point out where maybe some of these ruins are.
I like this idea. But I currently have some research on me I'd like to get done. Here you go. And he hands to Caspian, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Any books that seem interesting that you think you can get away with feeding to a frog? Feed to the frog, and he will give them to me.
Hearth. Roll your strength check to try and lift your frog.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well played, DM. Well played.
-1, 14.
So you gotta pick Jeremiah up, and you hear like the clanging clings of glass and silverware inside of it. As-
Mindful, evil.
I knew it. He took someone else's coffee.
He will eat everything he wants.
He's the one who stole my coffee.
Yes.
Step.
He will die.
Step. Step. I can't take him. I can't lift any higher.
And what?
Cass is going to try to lift Jeremiah up.
And
he
one
rolls
time.
strength.
Okay. You didn't even need to roll, Cass. You
Okay.
looked up just fine.
The additional weight he carries has no actual weight. Hearth just can't lift the frog.
Hey there, Jeremiah. I love this wonderful idea that your owner has put out there.
Be mindful. Jeremiah, an active mind. He's not a blank slate or anything like that. He is as bad as the original Jeremiah, and will, if given the opportunity, start a gang. Don't let him roam.
Did you say start a gang?
Yes.
I know this. I'm all right.
Hearth.
Yeah.
You feel the quick sensation of something being ripped off of your person,
You son of a bitch!
and you
What
feel you no longer have a coin purse.
I just.
Cass is
I
gonna
only had
laugh.
5 gold anyway, but give me that back.
Cass
I'm
is
going
gonna
elbow deep.
Cass is gonna snicker and pet the top of Jeremiah's head and be like, "Oh, such a wonderful frog."
Stars, like shooting stars across the empty space in his eyes.
And you guys just watch just like Hearth is elbow deep in the
Lava on his arm. Got it.
After like dragging
Good
out
minute.
like cups and plates and shit,
That,
like a whole bottle
Whole
of
chair.
wine.
a chair. Fucking. Why? There's my gold. No.
And then you just see like it's a pouch with like the bottom half is empty.
Hearth's it's full of slobber, and he doesn't realize. He's like, "Thank you very much."
And you go to shake it, and there's like no cling clang noises.
Slush.
Can I ask a new question?
What?
Did he pull out a part of a door?
Not yet.
Give him a
Oh,
little
it's
bit.
still
yeah.
in there then.
All right, but with all due seriousness, at that funny note, we shall end tonight's session. It's fun. It's good to be back and guess rolling again.
Heck yeah.
I really,
good.
yeah,
It's good to play an Harmonious that actually showed emotion.
yeah. Just wait till I tear that shit away.
I'm back.
Just wait until I start playing the Sorrow.
Yeah.
Just saying, those two people in the alley almost died.
I was ready for shit to hit the fan. I was like looking at my spells. I was like, "All right, what bullshit am I gonna do?"
And I have
Like, I was full on, like, I know where this is going. I should just give him money so he doesn't kill some important NPC down the line.
Yep.
I think that cast stands intimidating enough as yourself, so.
Well, okay, it's either I get the money or you killed them, so.
Why can't we just settle on both? You know.
Well, why can't we just settle on blunt force trauma?
We already had one show in Zadash.
We're not all murderers.
I'm not a murderer. I'm just a sociopath.
Well, again, thank you all for watching.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you all next week. on
Bye!
Friday.
And again, now that